Land, defined as a country or area of the Earth's surface, which was my perspective. What I saw land as was a possession, one in which many desire but few have the opportunity to own. I come from a point of view that many share but are ignorant to its destructive nature. Raised on the land that is cultivated for crops and herds of foreign herbivores, my perspective of land was defined as Eurocentric. Growing up with this Eurocentric perspective shaped the way I interacted with the land. I perceived land as a private entity in which one can do with what they wish. My understanding of land was further reinforced in schools as I learned about governments, countries, and borders. I perceived them to be the keepers of land. Governments held land, shared land, and placed rule over land, and so in my mind, they were the keepers. My love for nature grew as I did. My respect for land became a passion as I explored further to what land meant for me. Land became a place of peace and spiritual reset when my life seemed chaotic or uncontrolled. It was a place where I would gather with family or friends, either go hiking, walking, or picnicking. Land was that place for me. Through media, my understanding of our actions affecting land also grew, as climate change and global warming became a regular discussion. It was startling to see our actions affecting the land firsthand, as litter can be found anywhere, in our parks and in our waters, and experiencing climate change in the community as drought is a new problem for local farmers. These changes were one of the first awakening experience. My perspective of land has been decolonized through my journey of discovery. I define land as a relationship where both sides support each other and respect one another. This relationship was created when the First Nations came to call Turtle Island home. This relationship was respected for more than 12,000 years until destroyed by a Eurocentric ideology of cultural superiority. Knowledge of past, present, and future relationships with this land has changed my perspective on land and has changed my point of view. I see land as a story of culture, language, and experiences in which we share and create together as a community who resides on a united land, not divided by policy, politics, or borders. My point of view is constantly evolving as I continue my journey in discovering my story of oneness to the land. My journey of aspiring to become a teacher has led me to rethink my interactions and effects that I have on the land in which I reside. Treaty 7, or more accurately known as the ancestral hunting grounds for the Siksika First Nations, is where I call home. Through a new lens, I now know that I share the land in which I reside. I share the land with my neighbors of different cultural backgrounds, with the ancestral spirits, and with the people of the Siksika Nation. I share community and land with the Métis people of Region 3. Together with the Siksika Nation and community of Strathmore, we share a relationship with the land, creating new stories together as we work towards reconciliation of land and people. As a future teacher, I'm excited and honored to have the opportunity to grow my knowledge while growing my students' knowledge on our stories as we work towards reconciliation. As I create a classroom that incorporates Indigenous way of knowing with contemporary teaching methods, I'll provide a platform in my class that shares stories and voices that are not heard or are often muzzled. This is my journey towards reconciliation, and this is my land acknowledgement.